topics. This is Gloria Ghost with Prescott Valley Chamber. Marnie is on a little R&R out of the office this week. So I'm your host for today. We have some great, nobody clapped for me. What was that? She always gets clapped. Okay, clap for me. Anyway, we have some great guests today on our show. We have a lot of things going on in our area, which we always do. The first person I want to bring up is Rick Chase. He's our fire marshal for Prescott Valley area. Yavapai County, I think, isn't it?
It's Central Arizona.
Central Arizona. Come on up, Rick.
All right.
We're going to let him go ahead and tell you what's going on, what's been
right.
going on, and anything we can do to help you out.
Sounds good, Gloria. Thank you. Well, first, thank you for having me on the show. It's great to always do these and be able to get some safety items out to the public. So real quickly, I'll go ahead and again, it's Rick Chase, the fire marshal with Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority. And just to give a little history on the department. So I started back in 1997 with Central Yavapai Fire District that used to cover a lot of the Prescott Valley area, Dewey, Humboldt, Williamson Valley, and areas surrounding the city of Prescott. And about 2 years ago, we actually formed the fire authority, the first fire authority in the state of Arizona, actually. And we joined with Chino Valley Fire District, and we now have the name Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority. So between the two districts, we have a total of 10 full-time fire stations. Yeah, they're spread around, and it's been really a great process. And since we have joined together, just overall, we've been able to save a huge amount of money for the taxpayers, just because we don't have to have like positions with the departments. We're able to pay for one fire chief, assistant chiefs. So you have one of each: the fire marshal, assistant fire marshal, and so it's been really nice in that aspect. And when we have folks that call in sick on the engine crews, we now have more of a pool to bring people in, so we don't always have to pay overtime when a shift needs to be filled. So that's been really helpful as well. So we cover a wide area. And so with that being said, one of the things I'd like to discuss here today is we always get the question from people is, can I burn today? Can I burn weeds? Can I get a burn permit? So one of the things I'd like to cover is the burn permit process. So about, probably close to 2 years ago, we used to have burn permits were good for about 30 days, and then people would have to renew them. Well, that gets to be a pain in the butt when people have to always come into the fire station or make a phone call. So what we do now is we try to make this easier, and I will speak for the City of Prescott Fire Department as well, is we utilize the same burn permit. So basically the process is real simple. If you have computer access, internet access, you go right to either our website, cazfire.org, or you can go to the City of Prescott Fire website. And what it does is you will have a tab in there that you can get into and basically fill out this burn permit online. Real simple. They are activated online, and you also deactivate it online when you're done burning. All the rules are there. If people try to get in and it will not let you, that means there's no burning for the day. And so it's a way that we let people know they just can't get in there. And so for the folks that don't have computer access, they can call our dispatch center, the non-emergency number, of course, and they can activate a burn permit that way as well. The other thing we've done is we have made these burn permits good for the entire calendar year. So starting January 1st all the way up until you're in December, they're good through December 31st of every year. And that makes it just makes it a lot easier for everybody involved. So that's one of the big things I wanted to bring up. And along with that, I get a lot of people that ask, can I use a propane torch to burn? I know they're sold in stores around here, but in the fire code, it does not allow propane torches to open burn like that. So again, with the burn permits, there's specific rules to follow, and the brush must be piled up. You've got to be a certain distance away from any combustibles and structures, and it just keeps everybody safe. You've got to have a water source on scene. People have to remain on the site. And again, if it does not allow you to activate your burn permit, that means there's no burning on that day. And certain days of the year, as we know, there is no burning, especially when we get into wildfire season. We have sustained winds over 15 miles per hour, or we're in red flag conditions or high heat, and we get in that very high fire danger above. We just don't let burn permits be activated. So anyway, that's it on burn permits. So the other thing I'd like to talk a little bit about is the fire season that we had. So as we know, every year our fire season typically starts around May. This year it actually started in April. We went and burned restrictions throughout the area. And fortunately, we did not have any really large scale fires except for one that we had. And our busy time this year was in May. and we had the Viewpoint fire that was out in the back of Prescott Valley off of Highway 89, and that ended up being, I think it was around 5,700 acres total. That was the largest fire that we actually had, and it was burning in the grasses. So what that means to everybody in Prescott Valley is, we talk about defensible space, being safe if you border the forest or anything with a lot of large trees or vegetation. Well, here we are in Prescott Valley with grasses, and as we saw, that fire moved quickly. We had a really windy weekend, and that, of course, the wind-driven fires just add to it. They move so much quicker. And I correlate that along with the Santa Rosa fires they had this last year, that it was a similar neighborhood as the Viewpoint Pronghorn Ranch, surrounded by grasses, and these fires got in the neighborhoods, and once the structure caught, and with the winds, it just made the fires burn, from home to home, and we saw the devastation afterwards, and entire neighborhoods were lost. So we were very fortunate that here we had so many resources on the scene. We had all kinds of folks working together, from law enforcement to the Forest Service to Department of Forestry and Fire Management to all the local fire departments, emergency management. Everybody was out there and really mitigated this situation quickly, and it was great. So, our fire season again was pretty short. We had some roadside fires, and again a lot of folks put out the public education as far as chain dragging, and if you are towing anything, make sure that nothing's dragging on the ground. That was probably the most fires we saw, as some roadside fires started from, most commonly the chain dragging. So again, I give everybody in our community kudos for just helping to remain safe, for not doing any uncontrolled burns or illegal burning, and for overall just trying to be safe. Also, the 4th of July this year was a big, every year it becomes a big topic item as far as, are we going to have fireworks or are we not? And of course, this year, the city of Prescott, the town of Chino Valley, and the town of Prescott Valley all ended up canceling the fireworks show due to how dry we were. We didn't have hardly any moisture before the 4th, and so it was a good call. But I also give kudos to the community because we didn't have any firework-related calls either. And a lot of times I'll see people shooting fireworks off in the sky, and they're illegal to use here. You cannot shoot anything off in the air. And this year, of course, all fireworks were banned because of our burn restrictions we were in. So again, great job to our community for everybody listening, being safe, and not starting any illegal burns from fireworks. Another thing I'd like to discuss here is, every year as we get into our fire season, we talk about defensible space. Create defensible space on your property. And it's a great idea for everybody, and basically what you're doing is you're removing any kind of combustible items, anything that could catch fire away from your home. Because, of course, fire travels. We have the wind-driven fires, and if, you have stuff up against your home, that's how homes catch fire. So we talk to people about, trimming their trees, trimming their brush, keeping grasses short, mowing them down, and just remove anything that's deadened down, because that is like kindling wood just sitting there. And anything that basically a fuel that can carry fire to your home, we want folks to remove that. And so now we are past our fire season. We've had a lot of great monsoonal rain. It's green out there. A lot of the weeds and brush have grown up. You can probably notice that if you look around anywhere you live here in our community. But what's going to happen here soon is, of course, we're going to start getting into winter, and all that stuff is going to dry out. So what we all want to remind folks is, look around your homes again, because all that brush and grass that you've cut before the fire season has now grown, and it will need to be recut. And this is a perfect time to do it, because once winter gets here and everything is dry, and it becomes a fire hazard. I've seen fires here in our area, and I'll use the backside of Prescott Valley where all the dry grasses are. I've seen fires start from people that were burning with a burn permit, and it either got away from them. They went to use water from their faucet, and their faucet was frozen. So again, that's another thing. If you are burning in the winter, make sure that you have water at the hose, and that you don't just assume it's going to be there. But again, I've seen fires go to 3, 4, and even 5 acres in the dead of winter, even 2 days after we've had snow. So again, in Arizona, we say that we're always ready to burn, regardless if we're in summer, spring, winter, fall. It doesn't matter. So again, for folks, just please look around your properties. Make sure that you have, all the fuels that could burn. Make sure you have them mowed, removed, and away from the home. Because again, even though we're in wintertime, we still see those fires. I guess one last thing I'll touch on is, as we get into winter, another real common type of fire we see is started from fireplace ashes. So as a reminder to everybody to not only have your fireplace or your wood stove cleaned before the season gets here and we start using it, but as you use it throughout and you take those ashes out, a lot of times those ashes will remain hot. And, you know, folks have put them in cardboard boxes or put them out on their wood deck or next to their house with wood siding. And we've seen a lot of fires start that way. A lot of people's homes have started fire. So remember to make sure that you put them in a metal bucket, fill the bucket with water, and put a lid on them and keep them away from anything combustible. And that will help protect your home during the wintertime as well. So those are just some of the things I wanted to talk about. Other than that, I'm sure we'll have more opportunity to discuss more safety items in the future. Any questions or anything, Gloria, at this time? Or
No,
okay.
I think we're good.
All right. Thank you.
That was mine.
Okay, I was going
You're
to take it.
stealing my cheat sheet. Thank you, Rick. It's always nice to have him come on and tell us the things that are going on or things that you need to be aware of, because people don't think about, like the ashes. We had just a couple doors down from us several years ago. It's probably been 4 or 5 years ago now. The guy had a fireplace. He put the ashes out on his front porch. His whole house burned down. I mean, that was sad because he put the ashes on the front porch. It was a wood front porch. He didn't think anything of it. Went off. He was gone. The whole place just went down. It's like, oh my goodness. So be careful out there. Another guest that we have today is from Arizona Business League, Janessa Meredith. And
Thank you.
I am changing my hat, and I'm with the Prescott Valley Early Bird Lions Club, ROAR, and we are going to talk about our Safe Trick or Treat, which it's already September, so this is October coming up, but we want you to start getting aware of it and start coming in and being a vendor for us.
Yes, we have to grab that big bag of candy.
Yes.
Because this is what it's all about right here.
That's what it's all about.
Candy for the kids.
You
Yes.
gotta have candy.
Gotta have candy. And we have a lot every year. Oh, I know. It's wonderful.
It's really hard to
Yeah.
have this at the office too, I tell you.
I bet it just sits there month after
I
month. Yeah. Just wait till Halloween and then we can have all we want.
I know.
After we hand it out to the kids.
Yes, after we hand out the kids and we have leftovers.
Yes. I'm really excited. ABL, we host this, and the Lions Group, we sponsor it every year, and it's one of our favorite community events. We have
It
so
is.
much fun. Not only do the kids get to dress up, but we get to dress up.
Yes, we do.
And it's not every day adults get to dress up.
That's right, we don't.
And I decorate my little beetle every year, and we have so much
do.
fun. Now, I personally don't believe in scaring children,
Me either.
but I know somebody who does. Mike Moyer of Moyer's Heating and Cooling. He always puts on a fabulous haunted house. So come on out and have some fun with the kids. It's all about safe trick or treating. We're all reputable local businesses that you can trust. There are spots available if you have a business and you're interested in setting up a booth and helping us with this. There's no cost to you. You just set up your booth. You can make it fun or boring or whatever. As long as there's candy, the kids don't care. But contact myself. I'm Janessa with Janessa's Family Hair Care, 8197 East Laurentine.
And
My
your
phone number is 928-775-0320, and that's the shop's number, or you can contact my cell at 928-499-5562. And we have tons of space, so if you're a business, you can expose your business and come help the community and hand out candy to our kids. It's such a fun event every year.
It is a fun event.
My cheeks hurt from smiling at the kids all day.
I know.
Some of the costumes I see, and they're
I
like
know.
family costumes, and it's fun for us too. We have a blast.
It is, it
We have
is.
so much fun.
And it is amazing, like you said, families, the whole family dresses up.
Yeah.
And they'll all
The
be
whole
in the
theme.
same theme. And it is so fun to see these kids. And like Janessa said, there's no cost to you as a business, or if you want to be an individual and do it, you can. There's no cost to you. Just be sure you bring lots of candy. We had
Lots and lots
over
of candy.
2,000 come through our doors last year. So that's a lot of kids, and of course their parents and grandparents. And I love the ones with the little tiny baby that says, "The baby wants a
Yeah,
piece
the baby
of
wants
candy."
candy.
So
Uh-huh.
mom and dad can eat it for
Uh-huh.
them.
And mom and dad can share, but it's mainly for the kids.
Yes. But it's a
Even though
fun
we're in the
event.
background.
I know. Take a bite of it.
Parents get some candy too, but it is mainly for the kids.
It is Wednesday, October 31st. We do from 4 to 7 p.m., so that's enough time for them to get out of school, get their costume on, because Wednesdays they get out early anyway, so they can get their costume on and come over to the event center and get in line early.
Yes.
Because the line starts forming probably
line
about
is long.
2:30, 3 o'clock. The line starts forming because the kids want to come over there. And like we said, it's a safe place for them to come. We have reputable businesses. We have people that enjoy doing this kind of thing.
And the lines move pretty fast.
Yes, they do. They do.
So, one of the pluses of it is you've got trick or treat, and then you take 2 steps, and trick or treat, 2
I know.
steps. So they don't have to go from house to house,
No,
which
they
can. Usually it's about 7 when we shut everything down. They head out for the more candy trick or treating.
I know.
But
In
for the
Pres-
little ones, it's really nice.
It is really
that
nice.
we offer this every year.
Yes, it is. And I think it's 7 or 8 years. I don't remember
think
exactly
you're at
how long we've
8.
been
I
doing
think
it.
so.
8? Okay.
I think so, but don't listen to me. I'm not 100% sure. Last year we had over 2,000 kids. Did we have
did.
3,000?
It was close
Come
to
through.
3,000 last year.
Yep.
So
We get quite the turnout, and I think it grows every year.
it does.
But we could use other businesses, so please, if you're a
Yes.
business, give us a call.
It's fun. The fire department should come out. I think
Yeah,
the
they're
guys
usually
normally
there.
will come out and do a
outside,
Kids love
yeah.
that too. See the
They
fire
do.
truck and the firemen out
They like to
there.
climb on it.
Yep.
and They can still get candy though.
to eat the candy too.
I
Yeah.
know we all like to eat the candy.
Gotta eat the
And we
candy.
share. I mean, if you run out of
Yeah.
candy, you know, you can probably borrow some from one of your neighbors and help pass it out. But it is a really great event. I know it's early to start talking about it, but we want to make sure we get the word out to you as a business or, like I said, even an individual. If you want to come out and pass out candy to our community, it's a great community event. The town always does a great big booth, and they have their staff that dresses up in really fun costumes. So it's a great event. So be sure and come out. We do have flyers that we'll be passing out to everybody. And then we're calling it a spooktacular time. So if you want to come and join us, there is a registration. If you will we do have it here at the office. Janessa has some at her shop. So if you want to contact one of us, we'll be glad to get that registration to you, just so we'll know how many we have coming. Janessa and the Arizona Business League does theirs outside. And normally our weather is good. We have chamber
Great
weather,
weather.
so normally our weather is good. And we have had rain and we've had snow, but our kids do not
Wind.
mind.
The wind can be a little difficult
The
for those
wind
little
can be-
costumes.
They can.
Tie
but
down those costumes.
That's right. And put on something underneath the costume. Don't just
Gets
come in the costume
cold.
alone.
That
'cause it
seems to
does
be
get
the first day of the year. It
cold.
gets
I
really
know.
cold.
I know. And
Something
this
about
year they're
Halloween.
predicting a little bit colder and a little bit more snow. So, yeah, be safe and dress
Warm
warm.
costumes.
And then put your costume on
Yeah.
top of your warm clothes.
Well, Wonder Woman, that's kind of hard.
Oh, that will be.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's going to be cold this year.
Oh, Janessa's going to be Wonder Woman. How
It's hard
cool
to
is
be
that?
warm.
It hurts to be warm. Yes, it is.
But I'm Wonder Woman every day, so.
She is. She's awesome. She's awesome. But give them your phone number again in case they want to call you for information.
Yeah, my shop, the salon is 928-775-0320, and my cell number is 928-499-5562. And please give me a call because we have space available and we'd love to fill that space. We'd love to have some more
Okay.
businesses help us out.
The Lions Club would too, so you can call me here at the chamber office. It's 772-8857. So give us a call. We'll be glad to set you up and make sure you have plenty of candy.
Candy.
So
We're
it's
gonna
gonna be
have plenty.
it's gonna be a great event.
Yes.
So come and join us. We'll love to see all of you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Janessa.
Thank you.
I do want to, thank you. I do want to mention that we have our holiday stroll for Valley of Lights coming up. The chamber puts this on every year. Last year was our first year to do it, and we anticipated maybe 250 or 300 people to come through. We had almost 3,000 come through. It was an amazing night, but it was so fun for people and the kids especially to get to walk through and look at those lights up close and personal. They could take pictures up fairly close to the lights. You can't get up right next to them, but you can get fairly close. And this year the stroll will be Tuesday, November 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So we'll do the 1 mile walk through the animated and lighted displays. We will have Christmas carolers. We will have hot chocolate. And of course, Santa will be at the end. So you can be there and Santa will come. He'll have well, last year we provided him a chair and he didn't want a chair. So last year he just stood. He wanted to stand the whole time. But each year is different. So this year we are making sure that we have more volunteers to help us out, because we did have so many people last year. So we want to be sure that there is enough porta-johns and all that fun stuff and enough hot chocolate. So if you would like to help sponsor the hot chocolate, we would love you to be able to do that. So you can just give me a call here at the Chamber office at 772-8857. The holiday stroll is on our website on www.pvchamber.org, and you're welcome to go there. I've had several people call about the Christmas parade, which will be November 30th this year. I don't have the application finished, but I will get it finished and get it on our website so everybody can start planning on it. I've already had 2 people call me and say, I want to get early, I want to be on there early. So make sure you put that on your calendar too, November 30th for the Holiday Festival of Lights event and the parade. And the Civic Center is always lit up so beautifully. So you want to be sure you come, and we have carolers over there, and we have the schools that come over and sing Christmas carols for us. So it's always a wonderful time, and we have a really good time that night. So be sure you put those 2 dates on your calendar, November 27th from 6 to 9 for our holiday stroll through Valley of Lights. And then, of course, Valley of Lights does open on Thanksgiving evening, which I believe is the 22nd, 23rd of November. I think it's the 23rd, because seems like it's early this year. And then it does go until December 30th, so you'll have a little over a month to go ahead and come through the Valley of Lights, but the stroll is the 27th. So it is the 22nd?
22nd.
Got somebody that pulled up a calendar, and he told me it's the 22nd. So that will be the night that my husband and my grandkids and I will be out there. We always do the first night for Thanksgiving night, and it is always so fun to see people come through, and then they come back many, many times. But then put on your calendar November 30th for our parade and our holiday Festival of Lights, because that's always a great time too. So those are some of the events I want to be sure and share with you. We have a lot of things always going on. A holiday Valley of Lights being one of our big things coming up in November, but it's always a great time to get out, see your community, go around to some of the houses that have lights, and the Courier does put that out, and I'm not sure if the town does or not, but I know a list of all the houses that are decorated, and there are so many in Prescott Valley that people do such a wonderful job on. So we want to be sure you know about that. If you have any questions, you can call me here at the office at 772-8857. Does anybody have any questions in our audience? Do you have any questions, Rick, about anything going on?
I don't think so. It sounds like a lot of good times up ahead. I think
I
it's gonna be
know.
fun.
It's going to be a great Christmas season. And of course, the Chamber and the businesses here in the Quinlan Business Center are hosting our December Christmas Business After Hours. So that's always fun, because we always end up over at Hampton Inn with cookies and desserts, and that's always a fun time too. So Christmas is a special time around here. So be sure you put these events on your calendar. The holiday stroll through Valley of Lights again is November 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. And we do, because of traffic concerns, we do ask you not to bring your pets. We had a misfortune with a pet last year that did get hit by a car, but the pet got out onto 69, so we don't want that to happen again. So please, do not bring your pets to this event. Your kids are welcome, strollers are welcome, but it is a walk through. So if you cannot walk it, or you're in a wheelchair, if you're in a motorized wheelchair, you're welcome to come and just motor ride on along. But it is a walk through, so you need to be able to walk through the whole mile. And some of it is a little bit steep. So rain or shine or snow, we will be there, and we will be doing this holiday stroll through Valley of Lights, and then our parade will be that Friday on November 30th. So it's going to be a great holiday season. We look forward to seeing all of you there. All of this information will be on our website coming up this next month, or this month, the end of this month, at www.pvchamber.org. I want to take this minute to thank our town, and Eddie and Mark are the ones that record for us here every time, and then they put it on the town website, and then we eventually put it on ours. So thank them, thank the town so much for doing this, giving us this opportunity to be able to do this. It's a great way to get the word out about everything that's going on in our community, and if you have a local channel, 56 or 65, those are the two channels that it's on. So, or you can go to their website, pvaz.net, and pull it up for programming channel 65, pull up programming, and then it lists the program and the times that they come on. So thank you to the town for being here, letting us do this. We appreciate you giving up your half hour of time here to spend with us. We will have another great event, great hot topics next month. So we want to thank you for being here and for being with us. We will look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you so much, and we will see you next month on Hot Topics.